Welcome to the next topic. Force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. This is the conductor. Once again, repeat the topic. Force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. So, this conductor which is placed in the magnetic field in the perpendicular direction means what happens, the charge flow of charge experience a large amount of force, that means Lorentz force. When a current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field, the force experienced by the wire is equal to the sum of Lorentz force on the individual charge carriers in the wire. Consider a small segment of the wire, length dl. Total length is capital L. Small length is dl. With cross section area A, capital A, and current I, as shown in the figure. The free electrons drifted to the direction of current. Drift opposite to the direction of current. The free electrons drift opposite to the direction of current. From your second lesson already we have learned in the second lesson, current electricity. The free electrons drift opposite to the direction of current. So the relation between current I and the magnitude of drift velocity Vd, refer unit 2 lesson, df vector is equal to, I is equal to NEA Vd. From your second lesson, current electricity, I is equal to NEA capital A Vd. If the wire is kept in a magnetic field B vector, then average force experienced by the charge, here electron, charge is nothing but here electron, in the wire is. So what is the formula of the Lorentz force? Already we know this formula. F vector is equal to Q into Vd vector cross B vector. Here Q, charge is nothing but electron. That is why we can replace it as minus E. Q can be replaced as minus E. F vector is equal to minus E Vd vector cross B vector. Minus E is the electron, Vd is nothing but drift velocity, then B is nothing but magnetic force. Let n be the number of free electrons. Small n be the number of free electrons per unit volume. Therefore, small n is equal to capital N, number of electrons, free electrons divided by volume. So, capital N is equal to NV, small n into V. V means volume. Volume, what is the formula of volume? Volume is nothing but area into height. Here, height is represent dl. So, capital A into dl, where n is the number of free electrons in the small element of volume. V is equal to volume is equal to area into height. Here height is nothing but dl. So that is why capital A, area into dl is represent height. That means length of the small segment of wire. Hence, Lorentz force on the wire of length dl is the product of the number of the electrons. So capital N is nothing but small n into V. V is nothing but ADL. So small n into ADL, and the force acting on an electron dF vector is equal to minus ENA dl, minus ENA dl into Vd vector cross B vector. Here number of electrons is nothing but capital N into E. So that is why E minus E into capital N is represent N, small n, capital A into dl into Vd vector cross B vector. So the length dl is along the length of the wire, and hence the current element in the wire is I dl vector. I dl vector is equal to minus ENAVD vector into dl. So therefore the force on the wire can be written as dF vector into ideal vector cross B vector. That means here this term is considered as a ideal vector. Here ideal vector is equal to minus ENAVD vector into dl. That is why we obtained ideal vector cross B vector. The force in a straight current carrying conducting wire of the length L placed in the uniform magnetic field is, what is the force value? F vector is equal to IL vector cross B vector. Here the length of the wire can be replaced as L vector. So conducting full length. So F vector is equal to I L vector into B vector cross B vector in magnitude. So F is equal to BIL sin theta. Sin theta is represent the perpendicular direction. So according to the Lorentz force, F is equal to BIL sin theta. So option first case, if the conductor is placed along the direction of magnetic field, angle between them is theta is equal to 0 degree. So when we place the value of theta 0 degree through this equation, sin 0 degree means 0. 0 into anything 0. So force experienced by the conductor is 0. F is equal to 0. If suppose if the conductor is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, means the angle between them is theta is equal to 90 degree. Sin 90 degree is nothing but 1 into BL, BIL. So then the force experienced by the conductor maximum, which is F is equal to BIL here, BIL. Next, Fleming's left-hand rule. Mnemonic rule, otherwise called mnemonic rule, Fleming left-hand rule. When a current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field, the direction of the force experienced by it is given by Fleming left-hand rule. FLHR is the small form of Fleming left-hand rule. As shown in the figure, stretch your forefinger, the middle finger and the thumb of the left hand such that they are in mutually perpendicular to each other. If forefinger points the direction of the magnetic field, the middle finger points the direction of the electric current, then thumb will point the direction of the force experienced by the conductor. This is the Fleming left hand rule, very very important 2-mark question. Forefinger represent the magnetic field, middle finger represent the current and the thumb finger represent the force. This is the Fleming left hand rule. Once again repeat the condition. F is equal to BIL sin theta if the conductor is placed along the direction of the magnetic field, the angle between them is theta is equal to 0 degree. Here, this angle. So, conductor is placed along the direction of magnetic field means theta is equal to 0 degree. What happened? Sin 0 degree, 0. 0 into anything, 0. So, F is equal to 0. That means the force experienced by the conductor is 0. Second case is, if the conductor is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, what happened? Theta is equal to 90 degree. Sin 90 degree is nothing but 1 into BL, BIL. So, force experienced by the conductor is maximum, which is F is equal to BIL. So, according to the Lorentz force, when the charge moving perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field means it experiences the more amount of force, maximum force. If suppose the charge moving direction of the magnetic along the direction of the magnetic field means force is minimum. That means charge experience force is 0. Once again repeat the left hand rule. Stretch forefinger, middle finger and thumb finger. Forefinger is point out the direction of magnetic field. Then middle finger points the direction of current and the thumb finger will point the direction of force. This is a Fleming left hand rule. Thank you.